Enlightenment and Offering again. This will be a Star Wars action figures review. I got a whole bunch of these real cheap, about $4 to $5 a piece at Vintage Stock, and I just wanted to go over them. Starting with oldest to newest on when they were released. Okay, this is Power of the Force line. This is Princess Leia when she's in the Ewok celebration. This is probably my least liked figure of her because just the way it is. Her hair is all one piece, so her head doesn't really move. It looks like it should, so they could have patched that, made the neck look a little better. She never had a gun in the movie, so I don't know. I mean, when she was wearing this outfit, because why would she? The Ewoks are your friends. So that's what the gun looks like. And because of the plasticky dress, she can't sit down or do anything. And she's really hard to stand. Her legs are like, her ankles are turned. You can't turn them back. That's all one piece. So basically it just does that, which is lame. So basically the only articulation you get is waist and arms. The face looks really good. She's the right height, unlike the slave outfit Leia, which is too tall. So this one, she looks good when she's standing next to Luke. Or standing next to the Ewoks, because they're short too. Here's what the package looks like. It came with one of these video slides, which I have a bunch of these laying around somewhere. And there she is from the movie. And so this was Power of the Force with the action slide, it says. And there's the back, and you get the thing you can cut out and all this stuff. And okay, here's the other Power of the Force, Bib Fortuna. He's one of my favorite characters. He's Jabba the Hutt's Major Domo. There he is. This one just has that reflective thing. There's no, it doesn't come with one of these. But here he is. Of course his head doesn't move because there's too much going on. He comes with a gun, which is cool. So basically articulation is arms. He's got the really cool detailed hand, which is way better than my other figure of him, the Kenner one, the old one. And fabric like that. And then his waist moves, kind of, but not really. And then his feet move like that, but anytime you move them, the cape's going to get in the way. No, the cape does not come off. No, the brain tail does not come off, even though it's seamed right there. And I don't know if it's supposed to move. It kind of does, but I don't want to force it because I don't want to break it. There you go. His face looks really good. I mean, super like it does in the movie. So this is probably one of the best face ones. And we have Aurra Sing. She's from, very, very briefly, she's from the first movie, Phantom Menace. She's a bounty hunter. She's trying to hunt this guy that's with the Tusken Raiders. He's hiding with them. And that's why she's out in the middle of the Dune Sea looking for him. I like her overall, but there's a few things I was dissatisfied with. It's hard to get her to hold any kind of weapons. And she comes with this little blaster pistol. And another one, which does not come out of the holster. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. It's just part of the leg. Despite how long her mohawk is, her head does still turn. The eyes are good. The eyes aren't crooked the way they're painted. It's ball joint armpits, and that's it. And I like the way they did the V-shaped pelvis on this one, because usually if it's square it looks really bad on the girls. And she's pretty easy to stand. There's another version of her that's this same exact figure that comes on a swoop bike, like the swoop bikes from Shadows of the Empire, the Dash Rendar rides. except hers is modified. There's another version of her that's painted black. It's the exact same figure, but it's a total repaint. Here's her blaster, which may or may not be the same as the Tusken Raider blaster. You can put comments on that, because I'm not for sure. It might just be a modified version of the Tusken Cycler. And no, there's no way she can hold it where she can aim it or look like she's sniping. I'm not gonna. Basically, it would be this way, which looks really wrong, or like this, which that's not how you hold it, because you have to hold it with 2 hands. But anyway, sling it over the shoulder, like in the picture, and it looks good. More detail on her on the Star Wars wiki, which, because I haven't read any of the comics with her in it. Here's the card that comes with her that just basically tells you who she's hunting. That Shrod Het guy, who's he's a self-isolated Jedi, and he's hanging out with the Tusken Raiders, and she's got to go hunt him down for the bounty, whatever the bounty is. Tells you about her weapons and stuff. There's what Swoop Bike looks like. And it doesn't tell you what species she is, so I don't know what she is. She looks like she might be the same species as what's-her-face from Clone Wars, Asajj Ventress, but probably not. Okay, Power of the Jedi, number 2, Lando Calrissian, Classic Lando. Been looking for a Classic Lando for a long time because I don't like the buff one, the really buff series. He really looks like Lando. His face is super good. I'm picky. If the face doesn't look like the actor, then I'm not going to buy it. I left a little rubber band on there that this comes with it. His arms don't really do much other than hold that gun. It's just articulation on him is just head and then arms up and down and then legs back and forth, which is basically it. But he's got this cool cloth cape, that neat design on the inside. He's got the little thing, so it looks like a vampire, like that. Anyway, he's pretty cool. And he also comes with a card. If I can get to it. There he is. Super looks like the face. Specifically, this one's Bespin Escape is what it says. And then it tells you more stuff about him. How he's a gambler and all that. And he's the founder or the head respected leader guy of Cloud City. Allies, enemies. It has allies, enemies on all the different ones that have this card. Doesn't tell you what his home world is. I hate that. And newer series, the Attack of the Clones series, this one was a little bit more expensive because it's slightly newer. This is, I think it's pronounced Luminara Unduli, like luminescence, kinda. I'm not for sure what species she is. This is my second figure of her. This is the non-posable plasticky dress version, which I think is pretty cool. It's got this thing, which the paint kind of got onto there somehow, so that's kind of red. That's why it looks weird. So it looks like she's deflecting laser beams. Her head doesn't really turn because of that. And it's just basically arms. This arm moves this way. This moves. I don't know what you call elbow, I guess. And the other elbow doesn't move. And then it just looks like that underneath. That doesn't move at all. She doesn't come with a stand like I thought she would, like the Geonosis rocks when they're all... Because a few other figures that have that same kind of stand. She's got the hood and the hood right there and the headdress, which I don't think you could have both at the same time. They make the other figure of her is more posable. She has a cloth dress, and you can you can pose her when she's holding the lightsaber with 2 hands. They also made her apprentice, which I don't know her name. I don't own the figure, so I don't know her name. There's the description of her. There's what she looks like. I don't have very many of the Attack of the Clones. Mostly the series I have is the Power of the Jedi. She stands up really good. You just stand her like that, which is pretty cool. So, except she's a lot shorter than the other figures because she's so hunched over. So this is her, Lando, and Aurra. She's a girl, so she should be pretty short, I would think. He's pretty tall. Bib. I don't know if I can get him to stand. Anyway, you get the point. She's really short. But there you go. Rate, subscribe. That was my second Star Wars review. I will do more in the future when I buy more figures. And see you guys later. Bye.